How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the preview. It's back to the Champions League. This is it now. It's game after game. There's no international break until, March, something like that. So, look, we've got to kickstart and just keep on getting these comprehensive victories in order to give us as little as possible to do towards the end of the season, which in effect, in reality, on the other hand, could mean we could rest players in the Premier League and focus on the quarters and the semi-finals of the Champions League, because we want at least 2 trophies this season, and it's possible. It's not unrealistic to suggest that it's possible. It's not unrealistic to suggest that we don't have the quality. We certainly do have the quality. Now let's break this Champions League battle of the top 2 clash down. So look, Bayern Munich, quality side. Arguably, Bayern Munich and Arsenal are the 2 best teams in Europe, in the world right now, on form. Bayern Munich and Arsenal have won all 4 of their Champions League games so far. Even the goal difference is the same. It's plus 11, but Bayern sit top because of goals scored, but we've not conceded a single goal in the Champions League yet, which is absolutely phenomenal. We can, increase that record tomorrow night. It's just unthinkable. It is really unthinkable. Now, what do I think of Bayern Munich's season so far? Look, they're top of the Champions League, and they're also top of their Bundesliga. They've won every game apart from one. They've drawn one, and their goal differences are ridiculous, something like plus 33. Let's not forget they've got a lot of ex-Premier League players in there. Luis Diaz, Olise, Harry Kane. I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 more. They've had that Tottenham defender, I forgot his name, Eric Dyer. They've got a few players there that have come from the Premier League, and obviously the Premier League always attracts the best players, so it's a bit too easy for the Bayern Munich. The German league is nothing like the English league. Let's be real. So it will be a massive test for them, especially with it being on our turf, and we'll get into the head-to-head. We'll see when we last beat Bayern Munich and all that sort of stuff. It's interesting, this preview, so let's get into what we need to get into. Now, over the weekend, Bayern Munich, they won 6-2, I believe. So they are leaking in quite a few goals here and there. The team that played was Neuer, and the back, you had Upamecano, Jonathan Tah, Bischoff and Stanisic either side. Pavlovic and Goretzka as like a holding pivot, a double pivot. And then Olise on the right, Diaz on the left, Lennart Karl and Harry Kane. Obviously, Diaz is a massive miss for them. He's not going to be playing. He's suspended. Huge miss for them. Honestly, arguably one of their best players this season. He's turned his fortunes around. I know he won a league title last season, but the individual playing quality from Luis Diaz this season is second to none. And it's good that he's missing. And people can say, oh, Diaz is missing. Mate, we've been playing without our first striker, second striker, and third striker for the last few weeks. We've hardly had Odegaard this season. We've not had Havertz kick a ball this season since Old Trafford. We've had Martinelli off injured. We've had Saka injured. Now Gabriel Magalhaes is injured. Don't talk to me about injuries. Do not talk to an Arsenal fan about the injuries, right? Because we have had too many. Don't be talking about Bayern Munich with 1 injury when we've got like 4 or 5 staring us in the fucking eye. So that's the team that obviously played on the weekend. They played on Saturday, so a day before us, but obviously they've got to travel here, come to the Emirates, this and that. Hopefully it'll be a massive, great atmosphere again. It might not be another Tifo and all that sort of stuff. It's a group stage game, but I'm hoping the atmosphere, the fireworks are let off, and the atmosphere absolutely is wild on Wednesday night. So yeah, that's the team lineup that they played on Saturday, and it'll be something similar like that will play against us. Now, the head-to-head then, this is pretty ridiculous at the minute. We've actually played them a lot of times at the turn of the millennium. So look, we've played them like more than 10 times, and we've hardly won against them. We've won literally 3 games out of, look, however many there is there. You want to count that. But most recently, the season before last season, we obviously got them in the Champions League. I think it was the quarters, was it? Yeah. And we drew 2-2 at ours, and then we lost 1-0 away. That was because of the lack of experience. It was a new team. We got to the quarters. The team was good, but the experience, unfortunately, not knowing what to do, not taking the opportunities when we needed to, it's had us undone, unfortunately. This is a different season now. It's not a knockout game. It's a top two clash, and arguably, it's not going to be one of them where you're going head to head like purely trying to win that game. Obviously, we're going to go to win that game no matter what. It's going to be wild, but it's not one of them where it's a do or die because Chelsea, we've got to keep one eye on that on Sunday. That's more important. We've almost sort of done our top 8 finish in the Champions League. We just need to win 2 more. So look, we've not won against them since 2015. That was since Olivier Giroud and Mesut Ozil scored. I remember that well in the second half. We scored a couple. And look, we've not won since for over 10 years now. So we need to put that right tomorrow, and I think we will put it right. I'm hoping we'll see a few changes as well. Bayern Munich, the last 5 results, obviously they're not going to really think too much into that because they're going to know what sort of defenders they faced back then, like Mustafis and your Jenkinson, players like that. You had Coquelin as a defensive mid, whereas now you've got Zubimendi and Rice. It's a completely different ball game. It's the same sport, but it's a different ball game, lads. It's a different ball game. So that's the head-to-head. Make of that what you think, what you want. Obviously, it's not a great record, but Arteta is turning these records around quite dramatically. So let's turn this one around as well. We beat Atletico 4-0. Let's just get this 2-0, 1-0, 3-0, whatever. Let's just get that clean sheet. Don't get any injuries. Don't get any red cards. And we go again on Sunday for Chelsea. So the lineup then. Obviously, we want to make a few changes where we can, but we want to make it sensible because we don't want to have and make too many changes, because if we make too many changes, then, it could be a little bit unbalanced. We want to find that balancing point and make sure we've got enough to win the game, but also enough in the reserve tank to make sure we go again on Sunday. We want to just get this job done, not make it wild. Just tick it off and then rest up and prepare for Sunday, because Sunday's the biggest game of the season. Each game now is the biggest game of the season. I said it last week against Tottenham, the week before that, against Sunderland. Each game is the biggest game of the season. That's how it's becoming at the minute. So the lineup for me, David Raya plays. Obviously, he's making a few mistakes. He's getting lobbed and that, but it was Zubimendi's fault. But Raya's got to, be prepared for that because of how high he plays. He can't be conceding any more lobs and that. He's got to get back quick enough. So David Raya plays for me, though. Other than that, he's the best, one of the best keepers in the world at the minute. Timber or Ben White. Ben White, obviously, we would like to see Ben White play a bit more, but Timber, you just can't give this guy a breather at the minute because he's that important. He's literally as important as like a Zubimendi right now. He's literally unreal. So Timber has to play for me, unfortunately for our not being able to rest him. Now, Saliba plays for me. Obviously, Gabriel's injured, and it's Hincapié or Mosquera. I'm going to start Hincapié again. I'm going to give a bit of game time to Hincapié now. He's going to have to find that balance and partner Saliba. There's no point rotating way too much. We've got a Carabao Cup game soon. We've got Brentford at home. Mosquera maybe could fit in for one of them before the Villa game. But right now, Hincapié and Saliba starts for me at the back. And on the left, is it Calafiori or Lewis Skelly? Lewis Skelly, don't forget, played at the Atletico game, and Calafiori got rested. I'm going to try and see if Arteta does something like that, because our fullbacks at the minute, they're playing a lot of games. I know Calafiori didn't play for Italy, but we've got to protect him because he's so important for us right now. Honestly, he's an animal right now. But Lewis Skelly plays for me this game. He's got to play. He's good enough to play this game. Defensively, obviously, he can get caught out. But the left, whoever plays on the left, Trossard has got to double up on the defender, the winger, sorry. And Zubimendi, Rice has got to help him out as well as Hincapié. Lewis Skelly, for me, plays this game. Midfield, Zubimendi's back. I think he was he suspended the game before? I don't remember, or was he injured? I can't remember. Something happened anyway. But Zubimendi plays for me. Declan Rice and Eze. It's simple. Waneri can't play this game. He doesn't start. He's not good. He's not found his form. Sorry, should I say, at this moment in time. So it is Eze, Rice, and Zubimendi. A top triangle. That Odegaard. Good luck coming back into this team. Obviously, you will get a lot of game time once you're back, though. I'm hoping we see Odegaard on the bench. That would be phenomenal news for us. Up top, on the left, it's Trossard. On the right, it's is it Saka or is it Madueke? Trossard plays for me again, ahead of Martinelli. I just think he's got that in him where he can unlock a defense. He's unpredictable. He can get an assist, take a player on, dribble, left foot, right foot. He's got a shot in him. He's got a goal in him. He's got an assist in him. He's quite magical. Honestly, he is. He's unbelievable. After Saka, since he's been signed, he's got the most goal contributions, which is wild. So Trossard plays for me. Martinelli's got to slowly get back into the team. And then on the right, Saka has to play. I know Madueke's back, but Saka's not going to sit this one out. Don't be stupid. And then up front, it's either Mikel Merino or Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres, I'm hoping we see this guy back on the bench, man. We really need him. But Mikel Merino, take a bow, mate. What a player. The amount of goal contributions, the Spanish technical ability is clearly visible right now in his play, whether he's playing for Spain or Arsenal. And now I know why we bought him. He's an unbelievable talent. He actually is. Even Thierry Henry said what a player Mikel Merino is. And it's players like Mikel Merino, Trossard, who does the job for us in these kind of games. Remember Newcastle away, Mikel Merino comes on, scores. At the Bernabeu, he gets that assist for Saka, Martinelli or Saka, is it? He scores against Real Madrid at the Emirates. He scores so many goals when he started playing in this attacking position. And yeah, that's my team then. It's Merino if Gyökeres isn't fit enough to start, and then Gyökeres hopefully will come on. That's my team. Now, the prediction for me, I think it's an Arsenal win. I think maybe we may concede our first goal in the Champions League, but I'm going for a comprehensive 3-0 victory. I think our defence is good enough to stop them, and I think our attack is good enough to break through Bayern Munich's defence at ease. Knife through butter. I think it's that easy for us to break through that defence. Don't forget, they're playing against the Premier League side now. They ain't playing against, Hoffenheim, FC Berger, FC McDonald's, whatever these teams' names are. They ain't playing against them. They're playing against Arsenal on Wednesday night. So this is a different ball game. So I'm going for a 3-0 win. Call me crazy, call me deluded, whatever. I know how good Arsenal are. I'll catch you on the next one.